channel. So today I'm here with my girl.
Hey!
And I just realized that I never properly introduced myself to you guys. I'm so rude.
Well, introduce yourself.
Well, my name is Shamilla and I'm from Amsterdam.
My name is Mandy. I am also from Amsterdam. Representing Amsterdam. This is not an Atlanta sign. This is Amsterdam side. Our Amsterdam side.
And we gave you guys the opportunity to ask us questions through Instagram. And we got a few questions, so we will answer them. Hopefully this is helpful.
Yes.
So let's start with the very first question.
First question.
So the first question is from Cleopatra. And her question is, hey girls, thank you for making it possible to contact you guys with some questions. You are so welcome. I just commented on one of your last posts asking if you could suggest any good hairdressers in the Netherlands. I cut my hair 2 weeks ago and I have a video about my Deva Cut. Yes, finally there is a person in the Netherlands that does the Deva Cut.
Wow, because there are not many hairdressers who know how to cut curly hair, so it's rare.
So I was so glad when I came across this girl, and she is the bomb.com. She's sweet, she's funny, and she knows how to take care of your hair.
And where did you cut it?
In Rotterdam.
Okay.
And her name, well, the name of her salon is Morango Curls.
Okay, nice.
So I have a video about that. I will put it somewhere in the screen again. So if you would like to know how she, cut my hair and what her method is like, have a look at the video, and I will show you my hair.
That's interesting.
So this is so she cut it in a shape, and it is a lot shorter than before because I had like holes and my shape was way off. But I'm very happy and pleased with this, and it's so healthy.
It has
and
like
so
a
cool.
round shape underneath.
And I feel like she cut it in a way that my curls are very defined.
Yes,
so
nice.
I'm team Morango curls, but Mandy.
Yes, well, for me it was very difficult to find a hairdresser who knows exactly how I want it to be cut. I'm not a short hair type of girl, so
it does look good on her though.
Yeah.
I'll put a picture.
No pictures, but it's just not me. But this hairdresser, she cut my hair, but she didn't cut too much hair. But she calls herself the curl specialist, or yes, in Dutch it's like the krullen specialist. The R also krullen specialist. Krullen. And she's very popular right now, and I think she's very good. So I'm very satisfied about her results, and actually I should go again.
We definitely recommend Morango Curls from Rotterdam, and
Man&Sha from Amsterdam.
This is also about cutting your hair. So Curltalk, and she asks, I have a question for your new video. Do you cut your curls yourself? If yes, how? Well, I do, but I only trim my hair myself. Okay. Like the ends, whenever I see that my ends are like very dry or I have split ends, I will just cut them off. And I also have a video about that on my channel, so I will put it somewhere in the screen. So do you cut your hair yourself?
I never did though.
No?
No, I'm scared to do that.
But so you go to the hairdresser to get your ends.
Yeah.
You should try my method. It really works.
Yeah. Should try it.
So what I do, I just take one curl and I examine it, like I look at it, and when I feel like the ends are dead or something, I will just like check just a little bit, so you don't really,
yeah,
you don't lose.
The great thing about curls is that if you you don't have to cut it straight. Just like if you have straight hair, right?
You don't really see it.
You don't really see it if it's uneven.
So I do that myself. But when it comes to like really getting a shape and volume, please don't do that yourself. Unless you're a hairstylist and you learned to do that, please don't do that because you will ruin your hair. Go to Morango Curls or the curl specialist.
Yeah, don't do it yourself if you can't do it, girls. No. Okay, I have a question from TheMuse919. She said, hi, I love your curls and color, just beautiful. My question is, how did you get your highlights without ruining the integrity of your curls? I've had them before, but I left my hair straight, damaged, and a lot of it fell out. Thanks in advance for your help response. Very good question.
Because your curls are popping and it's blonde and we don't see that very often.
I went to the hairdresser and when I went there, I was a little bit of disappointed because it had a little orange shade on it. Maybe because it was the first time that I went this light, but I wasn't really satisfied. So a few weeks later, I bought silver shampoo, but I dyed it again, and I dyed it with a shade called ash blonde because yeah, it had to be more ashy. The shade had to be more ashy instead of orange. So I tried to get the orange shade out of my hair.
We will definitely put like the brand that you used for your hair in the description.
Yes, just from L'Oreal. Use an ash color. It's very important. Also, the silver shampoo, very important. And treat your hair right. So don't straighten your hair. Have deep conditioning treatments, oil treatments to make sure your hair is healthy and stays healthy, of course. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
So pretty, it's beautiful, it's so healthy. Like, you don't see that often, you know? When people have like lighter hair, blonde hair, it's always a little bit dryish.
Yeah, but if you go lighter than this, well,
it will.
Yeah, then you're entering the danger zone because then it can definitely break and your curls can disappear.
Are you going lighter? Or
no, I'm not gonna go lighter.
I think this is pretty.
No.
This is good.
No, this is like the limit.
That's the answer.
And would you like to dye your hair?
I would. I'm about to dye my hair. I think next month I will dye my hair.
I want to question maybe because she's kind my idol.
Okay, I have a question from Ness-E or Ness-I. Hey, how often do you brush your hair and what kind of shampoo do you use? So,
Do you brush your hair?
I don't brush my hair ever, and if I brush my hair, it's like the hairy kind of brush for if you wanna put your hair in a bun. But I do not brush my curls. I don't ever.
I do. Well, not anymore since my hair is shorter. But like last week, I brushed my hair with the. Do you know the denim brush?
What is a denim brush?
That is like a brush that doesn't break your hair.
Oh,
it's so
nice.
good. Yeah. But I only brush my hair when it's wet with lots and lots of conditioner. Don't do it when it's dry because you will definitely ruin your hair.
No, don't do it. And do I use shampoo? I don't use shampoo.
Never?
No, never.
Okay. I use shampoo once a month. And I use the Say Yes to Carrots brand. Once a month just to be sure that I remove all the buildup.
Yeah, that's true.
And I wash my hair with conditioner, so co-wash twice a week.
Yeah. And well, I think I do it 3, 4, sometimes 5 times.
Really?
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I wash my hair like 4 or 5 times a week.
Like almost every day. Oh my
Yeah, but
God.
always with some kind of conditioner, always.
So it's never like stripping your hair.
No.
It's natural oils. And
No.
It's not bad. It's not a bad thing. Hey, it's me, Eve.
Hey, Eve.
Hey, Eve. Her question is, my name is Eve and I like to think I have pretty curly hair. I just don't know how to take care of my hair. Can you give me some styling tips and things you suggest using? That's a question that I think we get a lot, but it's very difficult to give like a right answer because
there is no right answer.
No, because everyone's hair is different. So what works for me might not work for you, or
what works for me doesn't work for you, or for you guys.
So that's so it's very difficult to give you guys tips on what products you should use. But there are a few things that you can do. Deep treatments every week, really protecting your hair, especially now in the summer, just to keep your hair healthy.
Yes, of course.
So there are a few basic things that you can do to like really bring your curls back to life, I guess.
And when I'm doing my hair, I always use products in a particular order. So the products itself can be different, because I try new stuff, but it's always in a certain order. So
what is it?
Well, if I wash my hair, I use conditioner, of course, and then most of the time I use 2 kinds of leave-in conditioner, and then a styling product to make sure the curls stay in their natural shape. After that, I use a heat protector. Yeah, then I diffuse my hair, and after that, I use a hairspray.
You do?
I do use hairspray.
What hairspray do you use? I feel like almost every hairspray gets very sticky and tacky and like.
Yeah, but you know, because your curls always stay in a certain shape, but mine get real frizzy, especially if I go outside and it's windy and stuff. But I really have to use it even, and sometimes it will just hold like 2-3 hours.
So you have like a little hairspray in your bed?
No, I just use it once because hairspray isn't that good for your hair either, right?
No,
not really. How do you do it?
Well, first of all, I always use the styling products on very wet hair. So like my hair is soaking wet, like it's dripping when I apply it. That's the best way.
Well, I think that's the way.
That's the only way.
The only way. Like
some people like do it on damp hair, or they just put their hair in a regular towel and then it's almost dry and then they put the hair products in. But that is like no, that's not working. No. So always on very wet hair, and I wash my hair with conditioner first, and after that I use a leave-in. Of course, my kinky curly, not today, like everybody knows that. And I always end with a gel, a styling gel with no alcohol.
So we have that in similar, right?
To like seal in everything, to seal in all the moisture in. So I always use like a styling product, a gel.
Styling product, exactly.
On top, and usually I let my hair air dry and I do not touch it. So don't touch your hair. If you want to let your hair air dry, don't touch it. Then you don't have like that much frizz. And if you are diffusing your hair like Mandy, use a heat protectant.
Yes.
So I think that's it. So protect your hair and always on wet hair. That's like the best tip that we can give you guys. So that's it, guys. These were your questions. I hope you guys like this video. If you have other questions for us, it can be personal questions.
Everything.
You can answer everything you would like to know. And we will make a part 2 for you guys. So comment below and let us know if you like that. Sharing is caring.
Sharing is caring. Participate. Be active. Ask questions. Don't be afraid. We're not fighting. We are here. She definitely is biting right now, but we are here. You guys are there, but we should definitely connect all over the world.
Yeah, if you would like to learn like Dutch and you want a video about that, we will make it happen for you guys. Like, whatever you want, we will make it happen.
Okay.
That's just how it works.
And what would we say in Dutch, or what would they like to know in?
Should we give them a preview?
Yeah.
Okay.
Show them a preview.
So how are you means
hoe gaat het?
And hello.
Hallo.
Bye.
Dag.
Thank you so much for watching, guys.
Dankjewel voor het kijken.
And we really appreciate it.
We waarderen het heel erg.
And have a nice weekend and we'll see you next week.
Fijne weekend en tot volgende week.
Doei!